I'm gonna show you guys a lot in this game, and I'm gonna basically talk to you guys about why I think this game is worth the $7. Now, I have not ever been charged $7 yet. And I don't know if that's because I'm an original backer. But I personally think it is worth the $7 if you're getting charged $7, and I'm gonna show you what is up. That's too much, says Red. You'd be surprised, dude. This game, like, if you add up $7 times 12, what are you at? $84. This game has given me at least $200 worth of enjoyment. Like, really, I'm not even joking, man. Like, the amount of things that you can do in here, it is very in depth. Like, amazingly, like, as far as industrial gameplay, is ridiculously huge. Not to mention you can own land, and I have for you guys. I've bought a lot. Now, I've been very busy. Like, this is, I first started out, I gotta show you this place. You guys will dig this, I think. And I'll show you around. I'll give you a little tour of everything I'm up to. But this is my, like, headquarters, right? And this is on my own personal property right now. And I'll show you the map. This is amazing right here. Okay, this is one planet, all right? And this is something that that Star Citizen can really learn from here. Territory and land, right? And I really like how they split up the planets and the moons around the planets. If we look here, this is a very simplistic map right now, okay? But we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 planets, all right? 3 of them are in a safe zone. This circle right here that I'm showing you right now, they're all in a safe zone. So you can build there without having to worry about being griefed if you're not into the PvP. Now, eventually, I would like to go to planets that are not in the safe zone because they're more profitable. So I would really like to venture out behind here, but I've really only gone here and it's the Sanctuary Moon. Okay, so these are the only 2 places I've really been right now. I haven't even, like, explored out into space yet. I've been so focused on the ground game and creating some type of manufacturing base that I haven't even really gotten out there yet. And it's cool because I'm waiting for you guys anyway. Like, I'm waiting for people in our own community to, before I even venture out and we start doing things together and we start owning it up. I really want to create like a series of dual universe, show people that it's actually got a lot of gameplay features in here that keep me grounded, that keep me interested, that make me want to play the game. I'll bet there are no markers where the towns are, I guess. Actually, there are. If you look at Alioth, okay, this is the planet that I'm on currently, which is the starting planet. There are markers that show you these M's are the markets. So, like, you can see on the planet, this reminds me of like an XCOM layout. You know, like when I see the globe here, this is total XCOM, you know. But what they've done is they segmented the planet out into these little hexagons. This purple area that you're seeing right here, okay, the purple area is like the moderator zone. It's where the mods are. You can't do anything to any of that land. These red hexagons, okay, these red hexagons are owned by players. So you can see like that a lot of the people who are playing right now are going around the market areas, which is smart. You know, they're staying around trade hub areas. And then as you start to go around the globe here, the markets are spread out. So markets are placed by mods, and the markets are like hubs. Now, like if you zoom right in here, you can see that there's a lot of, red around that particular market right there, right? So that means that people are using that market as a hub, right? And they're focusing on growing a network. And the reason I really like this is that when you get in the game, you actually can start to build up a name for yourself. You can actually start to own things. You can actually start to accrue resources and become something in the game on your own merits, which is really a bonus for me. It's very player driven. But it still has that net of safety if you don't like PvP. If you want to just focus on like the environment, growing, not having to worry about people griefing you, stay within Alioth, Mattis, and Thades. Those 3 planets with the moons that surround them, I would suggest that you guys start there. And that's what I've done myself. I will eventually go out to other planets. I'm looking at Talamai actually as a planet to go to. Now, when you click on them, it gives you a description of like what the planet's like, but it also tells you like the ores that are on the planet. So that's actually very important, like the different types of ores and the minerals that you can get from refining them. So it's very layered. There are a lot of aspects to this game that make me just like go, wow. And you can see, like, the voxels aren't big blocky voxels. They're not like a Minecraft voxels. This has like a Minecraft-esque quality about it when you are building. And you can get into build mode by pushing B, and you can see a grid around here. And this grid basically is there because I planted something called a static core. And a static core allows you to build. But before you build, let's go outside. Let's show you a little bit of the outside world here. That's Chris back there. He's a dude that's just started, and he does mineral deliveries for me. So I actually have prices here for Chris. Anytime he wants to drop off minerals for me, he turns this light on, and I shared it with him. So the light's on. That means Chris delivered some minerals for me, and I pay him. So we got a nice little setup. And back here, he's got a better ship than I do. You can see way back there, if you look, there's like a little warehouse. He's just starting the game, and he's got a sweet-ass ship. Mine I've pieced together with parts. Mine is, I call mine the Happy Hornet, dude. My son's like, you need a better name, Dad, for this ship. But I've literally attached like 2 large cargo containers together and made myself like a very like patched together ship, man. But I love her. She's great. She's great. She does what I need it to do. And the physics are actually very real. You know, that's another thing. But can it fit a tank? Hey, welcome to the family, Red. Welcome, dude. That's pretty cool, says Shadow. Yeah, dude, it is very fun. So, like, the most amazing thing for me in this game is that you own property, right? And this is where I think Star Citizen can actually, like, benefit from taking this model, is when you're down here. I found a place right here. Now, let me show you up here, okay? And the reason I love this location is I'm halfway between what is called the districts, okay? And the districts are over here, okay? So this is the main central hub where everybody kind of starts, right? And a lot of activity, a lot of economic activity happens over here, okay? And then I'm halfway between all the districts and then this market right here. So I can basically manufacture here and then drop off goods over here, or I can focus on dropping off goods over here, okay? So, like, to me, I think this is a smart setup. And then you can see here that I have acquired quite a bit of land. All these green tiles, right here are tiles I own that is for us. Like, these 4 here are mine personally. 1, 2, 3. You see DG360. You can see DG360 live when I click on the markers. It is my land, okay, which is awesome, okay, to own the land. Very cool. That I think that, you know, we're going to see with SC eventually. How they're going to split it up, that's another thing. I love this hexagonal map. I love being able to look at things and say, okay, I own this, I own this, I own this, they own that. Okay, I gotta be careful, right? I want strategy. I want to be tactical. Now, of course, right now we're in a safe zone, so it doesn't matter that much. But it will when you are in planets that aren't in a safe zone. I'm really considering joining your Oregon here. Not gonna lie, I've been looking for another game to get into. Dark, seriously, dude. I would love to have you here, man, because I'm just like it can kind of get lonely every once in a while, you know? Like, it gets busy around, like, it gets really busy. It's been getting busier and busier, and I'll talk about that. I'll talk about how I'm seeing more and more activity, which is amazing, and I'm seeing, like, evolution in the game, which is very fun for me. It gets very busy around the district here, and then the farther out you go, look, see, watch as you go out here. See less and less red tiles, right? Less and less people, which is really fascinating to me, right? So I've flown to, like, a market over here, which I think is market 15. Which is that one up there. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm trying to point here and look at the OBS and make sure I'm pointing at the right spot. So that M right there, that's market 15. That is spaced quite a ways away from me, right? I've taken from my area, from this land here, and I've taken a trip to take some goods up to here. And the farther up I go, I'm like, wow, it starts to get really empty, right? Because you're getting away from, like, a central hub. But I would always tell you, when you come into the game, make sure you're based relatively close to, like, a market. You know, space yourself away a little bit. And you know, the lag is not that bad. Like, if you're around a lot of activity, yeah, it can get a little bit laggy, but it really the fact that the gameplay is so deep and immersive, if you're really into, like, industrial kind of gameplay and you're really into market and economic gameplay, I would say the lag is not that huge of an issue. It is not that huge of an issue for me. Red Bear says, did you ever feel you need a quick travel as an SC has with QT and Atmo? Do you ever feel like I need a quick travel? There actually in this game, okay, so like they have something that's like a warp core that can transport you to other planets quickly, but it costs a lot for the warp cells. So like if you go into the market, you can, let's get into the market a little bit. I'll show you some of the economic stuff, but I won't get too far into this because it can get boring for some people. But like if you look at warp and you type up warp, there are so many items in this game is ridiculous. So they have a warp drive in here, okay? And the warp drives are pretty pricey. It's like $1 million or so. And then the warp cells that actually fuel it, okay? So there is like a fast travel in this game. Initially, you're probably not going to get the fast travel. You're probably just going to, you know, do it the old-fashioned way with combustion engines, with space engines, okay? So there's a couple different types of engines, right? There's an atmospheric engine that lets you fly in the atmosphere, and then when you start to hit above the atmosphere, you need something called a space engine, and space engines are geared to fly in space. And so that, like mine, I just have like, look, see, these are atmospheric engines. You can click on H and you can see what it is that you've got. What these are called elements, okay? So there's a freight atmospheric engine, which uses less fuel. And I love the freight ones. I love the freight atmospheric engines. There's so many different types of items, or what are called elements, that help you build things. And here are my space engines. They're very small. I haven't even tried them out yet. I have not even gone up into space yet. I have not even done that yet because I'm so focused on this. Now I'm focusing on angles. Look at this. Look at this beautiful structure here. Do you have a recruitment referral code I can use? Just go in game if you're interested in joining me, dude. And be aware that, you know, I'm not on every single day, you know, but like I've got a lot of land for everybody. G Money's like, are you kidding me? Economics is what I've burnt my mental energy on. Yeah, we'll go over that. We'll go over some economy too, G Money. If you go in game Dark Shadow and you're in the game and you push the tab key, okay? When you push the tab key, this will pop up, okay? And this is called the Codex. So you're able to go around here. You're able to use your Codex or a menu, if you will. The Codex actually is like a F1 help menu to help you with anything related to the game, which is awesome. Their help menu is actually very thorough. But if you go into the tab key, you can look at organizations, and then you will be able to type up like DG360 or DG me, which is our ticker, like DG me right now. And then I have an org that I created a while back. Nobody actually has, you know, joined because they don't even know that I'm up to hijinks in the game. But if you type that and then you just let me know in the Discord that you sent something to me, Dark, and I'll get you in as soon as possible. But I can also put the coordinates into the game of where I am located. If you actually look here, you can see right now. You can go back to the video replay of this. You can see the position right here, and let's see here. Let's go center on the position. Current destination. Yeah, I think if you're seeing this, this is the land that I have set up here for the organization, for DG360, for the DG360 Nation. So like that particular tile right there, and these tiles out here in the ocean, which are very rich in minerals or in ore, that I have also bought for the organization. So I have 4 tiles that I have bought that are here, here, and here. Okay, those are my personal tiles. And then for the organization, I bought that tile to build on, and these 3 tiles that we can mine in the ocean. Okay, and I'll show you mining too. There's so much. Like, can you guys see? Like, I mean, like, there's so much to this game. Like, even now, the amount of gameplay, the depth is just off the charts as far as the gameplay is concerned. But this is the building, and I'm gonna make this 1,000 meters tall. Phallic symbol, yes. Phallic symbol, yes. Okay, there's my other vehicle right there. It's like a little flyer glider. It gets me around fast. The other one does a lot of hauling. And so if you can see, kind of way up top, there's a little orange circle up there. And yeah, it should be a great amount of space for a medium-sized organization at this point. Like, it should be enough for like 20. Like the amount of land that we got that I've bought, which has cost me quite a bit, by the way. Land, Jesus, where do I start? I'm all over the map trying to explain this to you guys. Tree, what's up, Big Red? How you doing, man? So this is my amazing structure here, and I've built this luminescent glass. The lighting in this game is fantastic, by the way. I mean, the depth to this is ridiculous. So there's a voxel called luminescent glass that I use for lighting. Okay, and I've lit the corners up. I've always loved architecture. I don't like just building square, you know, plain boxes with nothing to them. And the amount of glass that I've had to make for this is ridiculous. And I realized along the way, you know, because I'm over 1,000 windows easily right now, and I'm only like 200 meters up in the sky. Okay, another nitpick. The audio is a bit subpar, in my opinion. The audio now, right now, what's going on? Are we talking in the game, you mean? Yeah. No, it gets better, though. It gets better, like, with engines. In-game audio? Yeah. Like, I don't know if you can hear. Hold on a second. You hear the wind and the grass? I don't know, man. That's kind of cool to me. Like, I think I'm talking over everything and maybe ruin the experience for you, Red Bear. Like, maybe I should get a little bit more ASMR for you. So the planets are actually, you know, you see these moons, they're actually revolving around the planet. So that is Sanctuary Moon over there that's setting in the horizon. Red. Let's show you a little flying around here. Let's get exciting. Let me show you some sounds. And then I'll show you some lighting. I'll show you some mining. Chris, did Chris drop anything off in here for me? No. Okay. All right. Just making sure that he did it. All right, so let me show you. So there's two different types of fuel needed. One is atmospheric fuel for atmospheric engines, which is that blue tank. The red tanks are space fuel for space thrusters. And, you know, building, you have to... I think I crashed this at least 10 times trying to build something that was flyable, which to me, very cool. It took me a day to build something that could fly and could lift this much. It started off as one cargo container that I attached a whole bunch of shit to, right? And then when I started realizing I got over 200 tons, I was like, man, I can't lift. I need more capacity. So I added this last piece on, and then I had to wreck this thing at least 2 or 3 times to figure out how to get this all up in the air. So I'm very proud of myself for building this, even though it looks mishmashed. Let's get in. All right. Okay, I'm gonna push brake here. All right, my atmospheric fuel right now is not doing so hot on my third tank. All right, space fuel, okay. Let's look at the outside of this so you guys can get a good picture of what's going on here. Okay, the vertical boosters underneath are firing to keep me up. I literally have nothing in the cargo containers right now. I'm good, and you, says Big Red. Been watching on YouTube for a while, first watching on Twitch. I was asking if this game, F2P typing this on Xbox is painful. F2P? Is that something? I don't know. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart on what F2P is. Oh, free to play? No. As far as I know, it's $7 subscription a month. But what I'm trying to get across is that I have gotten more than the $7 a month out of this. I have personally not paid yet. I don't know why. I have never paid $7 for this game yet. I don't know if it's because I'm an original backer. I don't know exactly what's going on. If you're paying $7 a month, I'm showing this today to people for them to understand that I believe this is worth $7. Let me turn my lights on here. So I've got these little headlights that I've turned on, that I've put on the ship. I've built this ship. We're gonna go up. Okay, here we go. All right, and we're gonna kind of fly around. Okay, these adjusters right here help me move, and we're gonna go, and we're gonna start to get going here. Okay, so that's the weight of the ship. As you can see, I am having a difficult time moving because the weight of the ship, it's very difficult to move. Why am I, what's going on here? Ah, okay, I'm sorry. All right, here we go. I was all tabbed into a wrong screen. No, I just had a fart. I had a brain fart, dude. I'm trying to like stream at the same time. I know, free to play. I get it. Jesus Christ, get off the pitchforks. Fats, dude. Have you streamed before, dude? I'm trying to explain to you about the game, man. I'm sorry, I didn't know exactly what F2P was at that particular moment, all right? Chill out. All right. Fetz is in here. He's already badgering me, man. I can't believe you. Okay, so I'm flying and I'm having a good time. I'm free in the game. Getting the bad vibes of fetzing off me. All right, so now I'm up in the air, okay, which takes a considerable amount of force. You can see the amount of atmospheric engines that I have on this thing. Okay, I'm flying around. I'm using fuel up. And the cool thing is you can start to see people build. Like when I first started playing this game, there were literally no structures anywhere. You can see there's one back there on the mountaintop. You can see there's a structure back behind me over here. And as I started to play, I think that was the coolest thing for me to see, is like the evolution of the building around me. You know? Thank you, Dark Shadow, sticking up for me. Thank you, dude. I don't think people understand how difficult it is to stream sometimes, especially when I play a game. You know, when I play games, I can get lost easily into the game, and it's very important to actually talk to you guys. And that's a hard thing for me to do. I'm a terrible multitasker. I'm a really terrible multitasker. Ask my kids. May the vag be with you. Right, dude. I'm lost in the sauce. Right, Dark Shadow. So I think the coolest thing for me was flight. The first time I took flight was a very, very cool feeling, because I built something that could fly. And you can see down below me, people are the people who are serious are seriously, they're building some structures here, right? But the cool thing was when I saw these huts start to evolve into larger buildings, and when I saw the larger buildings actually start to have lighting on them, right? You start to see these things evolve around you. Like this dude here, there's a lot of these. These are called Space Needles, and people, what they'll do is they've got these anti-grav engines, and they don't work below 1,000 meters. And so they'll build them up 1,000 meters to have a landing platform, and they'll come from other planets, and they will land down on these platforms on these Space Needles. And you can see, I mean, like, look at this, dude. Look at that entire runway right there. This is a wonderful shop that I found through a virtual reality thing that you can go into in the game, that you can build in game. I have to be careful because some of these dudes are building so high in the air, I might crash into their structures. No giant dildos, or, you know, like, for the most part, people are actually building, you know, there's a lot of cool nerds in this game, you know? So you will see people being serious in this game, building serious structures, which I find really refreshing. Because I was worried in this game that all we would see are pink dildos. Yeah, it's a bit laggy because there's areas that have a lot of voxels, and between... I've got it pumped up. I've got the graphics kind of pumped up a bit because I love good voxel, you know, I love good looking voxels right now. I should have toned it down while I streamed. So you will see a little lag from time to time. I am sad, no dildos, says Red. But you can see, like, this guy took an amazing amount of work here to build this. And I'm pretty sure he has an organization. But he has a wonderful shop. And inside this shop, he has every voxel that is in the game, like over 1,200 voxels on display. And I found it through a VR simulator that you can purchase in the game, that you can go into to go to other places on different planets, right? Wonderful idea. Great feature to bring people to your own land. People can actually, there's another device, people can actually go through this VR. I'll show you. Let's go back to my place. I'll show you. I love it. I love it. I'll show you what that's about. And people are using the device to bring people to their land, so that when people go there, they're like, oh, this is what, this guy's a shipbuilder. Oh, cool. Here's some cool ships I get to see. You don't want to build your own ship? Buy it. Right? contact them through Discord, contact them. You know, that's what I'm gonna do next. I've built like myself basic ships, but I want really something that is just fantastic to look at. And I love to build, and I'm great with buildings, but I'm really shit with vehicles. I'm just not great. Shoot at something, Fett says. I'm in a safe zone right now. I am in a safe zone. I am the safe zone right now, so there is no shooting in the safe zone. There are plenty of PvP elements, though, and I cannot wait to get involved in that type of action, Fets. And so join the organization, and we will shoot many things together, and we will take much land together. Oh, God, am I lost? I think I'm lost. Where in the hell? I'm a terrible navigator. I think I'm over here. Yeah, I'm over here. I can start to see the lights. I'm over to the west here. The west. I am in the Uber Nerd Zone. Right, Fets, right. I remember that, dude. That was fun. Oh, the guy down here below me, he's a dick. His name's Mitch. And I sent him a friend's request. Never friended me. Terrible, Mitch. We're gonna fight him. All right, cool. And we're coming in for a landing. It's a big beast. And we're gonna be careful when we come in that we don't crash. We're gonna brake, and there the vertical boosters engage. We're gonna brake. There we go. We're turning. She's a beast, man. She is a beast. The Happy Hornet, man. She is a killer murder hornet for real. She's a big one. She's a big girl. And it's not the easiest because of the way I built her, because she's got a lot of length and she's got a lot of mass. So I really had to put a lot of engines on her. She gobbles up fuel like crazy, like really gobbles up the fuel. Like right now, look at that. Look, when we started, we were rather full, you know? And when I have mass in there and I actually have ore inside, even more fuel. So she's quite a hungry girl. Yeah, I don't like the monthly fee thing, Fets. I really don't. But like I said, like honestly, $7 a month is really nothing for the fact that A, I own land. It's mine, right? B, everything I build stays as long as I'm in a safe zone. It's not under jeopardy. Look at the world, right? This is one planet, okay? I own 4 personal hexagons for myself of land, 4 for the organization, and it cost me quite a bit to get here. It was quite a bit to get here. The equipment inside here is worth tens of millions, and here's the inside of my place, okay? And I built it in levels. The lighting is fantastic, by the way. The lighting. Here's our meeting table that we're going to have meetings on, right? And at nighttime, I can turn on these lights here in the corners. They all light up. Okay, this is really cool. I actually lit all of these. I actually wired all of this, okay? Let me read. He's first on our list. Mitch's? Yeah, people pay monthly for Eve. And in Eve, they have something called Plex. And in this game, they are going to have something called DAC, okay? And so, like, that is another thing that you guys have to realize. Like, eventually, they're going to have a model in which you can just use in-game subscription currency, right? So it's something to where if we have an organization, we'll make sure we hook you guys up and get you the money that you need in the game in order so you don't have to even pay the $7, right? It's not a big deal. Like even $7 a month at 12 is like 84. Yeah, that's a chunk, right? That's a chunk of change. But I've gotten so much enjoyment from this game. The crafting is ridiculous. You know? Can you show us more populated areas when you get a chance? Sure, Big Red. Sure, we'll head into the districts after I show you this, okay? So what I want to show you now is the complexity of wiring. What did I say? Yes. Boom. Look at how busy I've been. This is what I am talking about, okay? All the pink lines are data transfers for actual physical material, okay? These are called container hubs. Okay, container relays. I call them container hubs. And when you look at them in the economy, in the market, they're actually called container hubs. And what they do is they could connect large containers. Okay, so if we go below here, where I have most of my containers, okay? All these containers are hooked up to different manufacturing lines that I've built. Okay, if we click on the build key and we're still using our link elements tool, we can see the amount of work that I have put in to link. Okay, so complex. Okay, all right. Inside each container, there's different commodities, different assets that you own. I have fuel. I make fuel. And that container then links up to something more convenient for me. Oops, this is the basement. I'll show you the basement later. That's where all the sex toys are. No. So if you go up here, okay, like the things that I've linked below are going to these container hubs or container relays. And when you click them, you're actually looking inside a container that is linked to this. It's like a router, okay? It's like a router. This is the nerdy stuff that I love that some people can't handle. But personally, me, I love this stuff. Like, I can get lost in this all day long. The blue lines actually like are electrical wiring, and the blue lines are also are programming elements like Lua. You can actually program in the game. Okay, now I don't know much about Lua, which is a language, which is a coding language, but I'm learning about it. And you can use a programming board, okay? And the programming board actually you can get into, okay? And you can basically create here your own script. You want to open doors automatically. You want lighting to turn on automatically. You want manufacturing lines to turn on automatically by the push of a button, by one button. And that's where I'm at right now, trying to learn that. Okay? Because if I can do that without having to press every single manufacturing element here, that would be wonderful. So these are called glass furnaces. These make obviously glass. Okay, these are chemical industry elements that make many different. Like I'm using these to make plastics. I'm using these to make. These are all different materials used to make end components. I'm using this one to make fuel, which is an atmospheric fuel. I'm using this one to make fuel as well. This one I'm using for space fuel. So like I've pieced together the components needed. So it gets so in depth. It really does, man. It's really fantastic. Like the progression to get to this point has been 2 months in the making. Even get to the point where I'm at. And I'm really ready to have members in the organization now. But these materials come from ore. Dark. Yeah, there's a lot of different types of gameplay in here too, right? Like I'm into crafting really big. I love crafting. So I think that the gameplay is very immersive, it has serious depth to it. You can mine, okay? And by mining, you're literally going under the ground and you're mining real ore. You're mining carbon. You're mining quartz. You're mining all these different types of ores. Some ores can only be found on some planets, right? On Alioth that I'm on, I think there's like 5 or 6 ores that I can get. If I were to go to the moon, on Sanctuary Moon, there's a completely different ore there that I can't mine on Alioth. Can you dig mines like in... Oh, yeah, let me show you the mines. Yeah, I've got my own personal set of mines. I like, personally, my strategy is to go to tiles that are not owned. So, like, if you look at the tiles that do not have a color on it, you can actually mine from them. So I've been leaving my own land alone, right? And I've been going to other tiles that aren't owned by anybody and mining off of those particular plots of land. Why should I drain my own resources, right? Since I've been here, the amount of people that have come in have been ridiculous. Like, you can see that this planet is 8.97% occupied if you go to the farthest top right. When I first started playing, it was 2%. So you can, like, within the span of 2 months, this planet was populated the coverage has been nearly 7% increase in population on this planet alone. And so that's fairly interesting to me as well. That's kind of cool that you can kind of track that, and there's a metric to that. But let me show you the mines. Let me show you the mines real quick. In fact, I've got a little section here that when I first met Chris, who was the neighbor behind me, he got trapped because I left this door open, which I should never do. And he was checking out the area, and he was like, oh, look, an open door. Wow, this is cool. And he went inside my place, and I was showing Devin, everything I've been built. By the way, I want to make like a spiral staircase here. That's what this poll is all about. I'm trying to figure out how to build a spiral staircase. It's very interesting and fun to work with these voxels. This is not Minecraft voxels, by the way. These are smaller voxels, and you can get much more detailed. But here's my kind of underground fallout shelter. Anyway, I was showing Devin this, and this dude just drops down, and he lands right in front of me. And Devin and I are like, whoa. And he couldn't get out. He's like jumping. He's trying to figure out a way to get out. He cannot get out. And then finally, Devin and I are laughing, and we talk to him, and he's a nice dude. And he ended up being my neighbor behind me. And that's kind of the fun stuff about this game, this interactive. Now down here are the Mines of Moria. So this is an area that I started to mine down here. And mining is a really fun process. It's very, very in-depth and immersive. Actually, I will say this. The scanning is great, but the actual mining is better in Star Citizen. But no 30Ks here. And you can actually bring this back and own it, which is really the funnest part about this is owning it. So here's your scanner. And you dig the tunnels too? Yes. And that's all permanent and all stays, dude. And the resources, they do not renew. This game is truly player driven. This is a hardcore player driven game that gives you no safety net other than the fact that the 3 planets initially are in a safety zone that nobody can blow you up in. For obvious reasons. Some people don't want to go through all the work of building things and then have somebody come in and fly in and blow them all up to smithereens. I get it, right? But for the most part, again, looking at the map, like I said initially, these 3 planets, Alioth, Mattis, and Thades, are in safe zones. Nobody can touch you, okay? The other planets are just like, Wild West. And people can come in, they can take your territory beacons. We'll go over to, I should probably show you the territory beacon before I show you the mining real quick and how to own land. I'm kind of all over the place because there's just so much to this game. Uh-oh. Mad Rambo's coming in with 38 people. Oh, man. He's leading that Viking charge. What's up, Mad Rambo? Thanks for that love, dude. Thank you. Thank you very much, man. Look at this. You're a scholar and a gentleman, Mad Rambo. How you doing, man? I'm just showing everybody some dual universe and what I've been up to in the game. Here's the territory beacon I planted down here to own this particular parcel of land. And I love the territory features in the game. And so, these territory units cost, I think, around 100 or so thousand. And if you type it up, territory unit, you can see right here in the market that oh yeah, they're not expensive at all. The prices really come down on these. They used to be a couple 100,000, now about 80,000. So it's very cool. Traders in the market competing with one another. Prices are kind of fluctuating down a little bit. Welcome, Clunker. Welcome to the fam. Mom's twirling her eyes for you. Watch out. Uh-oh. I think Mom's going to be busy. Thank you. Oh, I like this. Lots of action today. Lots of action. Thank you, Mad Rambo. What a nice dude. Man, look at Mom go. Making Mom work today. I don't know what kind of audience you have, Mad Rambo, but normally I love sci-fi games, and today we're checking out Dual Universe, talk about Star Citizen and other types of sci-fi type games that you know, you can lose yourself. You can lose yourself in. But anyway, so here's this territory scanner. Own this plot of land, and own a few others, and looking for more players, looking for more people to join the org and build something fun together, and just kind of chronicle it and put it on the YouTubes and have a good time. Yeah, DU's really fun. I'm on Alioth right now, Hellraiser. How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. And I've been playing it relatively safe, building up like a manufacturing base. And of course, we have to make the phallic, you know, tower that's going to eventually go 1,000 meters up in the air. I'm playing with the architecture right here, and playing with angles right now. Having a fun time, you know, not building everything boxy, you know? Yeah. It's really easy to get lost, El Diablo, for sure. But yeah, I mean, 2 months of, you know, here and there plugging away, and you know, I think the best part about Dual Universe is like the feeling of ownership, right? And leaving a mark in a real universe with people that actually like affect the outcomes of the game's story, right? And that's the fun part. I haven't even ventured out of the safety net of the 3 planets that are in the safety net yet, but I eventually will. I'm not in a rush. That's the beautiful part about this game. I'm really not in a rush. But anyway, I was going to show people some of the mining features because they were asking about ore. And you break down the ore into minerals through refining, which is awesome. And those minerals can be used for building, for crafting. Where'd that little tunnel go? There you are. There you are, little tunnel. Little tunnel, little tunnel. This song is very inappropriate and very highly suggestive. Little tunnel, dirty tunnel. Wait, I'm going in bad. This is not how I wanted to. It's not a good song. Hellraiser says, good plan, man. Yeah, we create the content, which is, again, this game has a lot of mechanics that I am very, very immersed into. It's very layered. The depth is ridiculous, right? Just like the depth of this tunnel. So here we have something that I haven't mined a lot on my own land. I usually mine in neutral territory so that I can serve my own resources. But just to give you an idea, you get up the scanner and you can see that I've got 3 hits on the scanner. Okay, so if you click into it, you can see right now, and on Alioth, there really are, on Alioth, these are what are on Alioth right now. I highlighted them for you. So you'll have tier 1, you have bauxite, coal, hematite, quartz, and your tier 2 ores, you've got limestone and malachite. So not really amazingly valuable ores, but you can make a lot from them. And that's what I generally do, is I take these minerals and then I craft them into elements. Oh, look, I just sold something. Let's see what I did. Either I sold or bought something. Let's see. I sold 20 meters cubed of luminescent white glass, which just netted me 40K, 50K. So, and you can see over here how much activity there actually is in the market. Look all the way to the right. Look at the things that I'm buying and selling over here, okay? And I don't mind if you copy this either. I'm not even concerned about that. I love competitive markets. You look over to the right, though, you can see in one day on the 3rd, look at all those, look at everything that's sold and bought. So like when people are like, is it busy? Is there a lot of activity? Hell yes. Hell yes. In that one day here, I made about 2.83 million or so. And I also bought things. So you can place out orders. I love the economy. We'll get into mining real quick, but let me show you here. The market's very in depth. What I would like to see in the market screen is volume. So I would love to see a volume indicator. There is no volume indicator yet. And volume indicators are very important as a metric because it tells you like the overall demand of something or lack thereof, right? So that is something I've talked to No Quark about directly, and I think it would be very helpful for people who are very economically focused in the game to have like a volume metric inserted. And I'm not talking about the quantity either. I'm talking about like the amount of buy and sell orders that get adjusted. Welcome, NQ, to the family. Oh, that's great, Hellraiser. Thanks, man. It's great to see you guys. It's really nice to have like you guys helping out and coming in and joining in on the fun today, man. I really wanted to do a different stream today. Usually it's just me like kind of BSing and talking and going over news stories and games and stuff, which I always do. But today I wanted to kind of like get into this because I've been playing this for a while, and I think my community deserves to kind of say, okay, let's look at some games. We generally are into Star Citizen, and we love the graphics, of course. But like I wanted to show them like actual game mechanics that I want to see in Star Citizen that are already in Dual Universe, you know, and the reason why Dual Universe has really hooked me in. I think so, Fets. I'm pretty sure I do. I'll see if I can get that together for you. I've got a Dual Universe area in the Discord, and I'll start putting some information in there for you, Fets. Oh, hey, dude. That's okay. I got two little ones, man. I know what that's about. Thank you, Mad Rambo. I really appreciate you, man. It's very, very kind of you. Very kind of you, dude. Very kind of you. All right, the economy. Let's get into that a little bit, and then we'll go into the depths of the dirty tunnel. Does that sound exciting? I want to welcome you to the DU family. If there is anything you need advice or help, please don't hesitate to reach out. Hey, Hellraiser, thanks, man. That's really great. It's a wonderful community here. Everything that I have read on the boards and been a part of, even the people in the game that I talk to, very much, except for Mitch. God damn it, Mitch. Why didn't you accept my friend request? God damn it, Mitch. But everybody, for the most part, has been great. Has been really good. You need to build that cat that you showed us a few weeks ago. Dude, that's what I'm thinking, dude, right? Because I see a lot of Star Citizen designs. Like I saw a Connie the other day, Pompano, which was really fantastic, man. People are taking, I saw a javelin. It looked like a javelin. No shit, dude. At Marketplace 17. It was fantastic. It was amazing. So anyway, the market is fantastic. The marketplace really is, this is very reminiscent of Eve to me. With you know, it's a little bit more bare bones, but it does what it needs to do. And you can see, like I said, plenty of activity over there, plenty of buy and sells. And here are my orders right now. And I'm not concerned about showing these to anybody. You know, a lot of people don't want to show this information because they're like, oh, I'm going to get competition and blah, blah, blah. I thrive on competition. Bring the competition. You know, like I love being a trader and I love crafting. So this game really gives me those. And here's all the things that I'm selling. Absolutely, Hellraiser. Absolutely. Eve was bare bones in the beginning too, NQ. Absolutely, dude. Fet says, be aware, DG. When I join you there on your planet, giant dildos. Don't you dare bring giant dildos to my territory. Don't you dare bring dildos. Do you remember when Minecraft, when we built that big pink dildo in Ray's front yard, dude? Do you remember how mad Ray was? He was trying to be cool about it. But Chips and I built this giant pink dildo in front of his house in Minecraft one day. On our server. Oh, it was so great. Examples have been given, right, dude? And competition is absolutely healthy. Absolutely. Eve has 17 years under their belt. Absolutely. DU has 3 months. And can only imagine how amazing it will be in 17 years from now. Yeah, and absolutely, El Diablo. El Diablo. El Diablo. Yes, absolutely, dude. This game's gonna go places, man. I'm telling you, there is enough gameplay here to keep me satisfied forever. Like, really. Welcome to the family. Pancake. Man, pancakes sound really good right now. Oh my God, do I have to pick up my... Okay, I've got another 40 minutes before I got to pick up my son. I hope I've done enough justice to really show off this game. Like, I've really only just kind of shown the surface, but I'm trying to get you guys to understand the depth of this. So you can set out sell orders, okay? So items that I sell here, okay, above here. So I have 32 million in product that I have made or that I've bought and I'm reselling. I have 32 million of product here, okay, that is currently on the market in different marketplaces. All right, so that 32 million is spread out over Alioth right now, between this area, okay, in the district hubs, and I think I've got some here on 17. I've got some here on 15, and then I've got some here, down here, way down here past this desert. I love flying over this desert area. It is so freaking cool. Where is the... okay, and then here on 19. I actually think the markets are bad, says Pancake. They can improve. They can improve. And, you know, and Pancake, if you need help with the markets, I'm not quite sure exactly what you're saying is bad about them. Like if you're talking about sales movement or buying, purchasing movement, I can help you with that. If you're talking about the format in which they're trying to buy and sell goods, and you're talking about the actual physical market window, I'm not quite sure exactly what you're talking about. The market pods are always cheaper, so no one builds stores. I will show you quite the contrary, Pancake. Do you have coordinates? What did you say? Okay, I'm trying to answer everybody. Do you have coordinates? I would like to show you my X-Wing and Mario Kart on the back. Not so smaller hauler. I also have a VR pod. Okay, for you to check out my project. Hellraiser, are you in my Discord, dude? Join my Discord, and I have a dual universe area. Put your coordinates in there, and we'll check it out one day, okay? Yeah, put your coordinates in my Discord if you're not in there. Here, let me put the Discord. By the way, to all newer people that you're into dual universe, join the Discord. We'd love to have you in our community. We focus on a lot of games, by the way, not just dual universe, but we do Star Citizen. We focus on gaming development. But join us, please. It's a wonderful group of people here. I call them family. They really are. They've been here for me forever, supportive. I love them. I love them all. I know a lot of them personally. And I take the time to get to know people because that personally is why I do this. I love to just chill out and get to know people. Thank you, Killian. How are you, bro? Like Killian, he's from Germany. He's my bro from Germany, man. I love Killian. He's always there for me. We'll check that out eventually, Hellraiser, dude. Yeah, post the coordinates of where you're at. And I want to show you so much. There's not enough time, man. I got to show you the VR pod. That's something Hellraiser remind me of. So getting back to the market conversation, Pancake says the market pods are always cheaper, so no one builds stores. I think that the stores are really great, Pancake, for specialty type crafters that build ships, people that want to offer services other than what the market can give to you, right? People that offer special type of services. This is where I see stores come online, Pancake. And the way that stores are becoming like a reality in the game, Pancake, is people are building these VR pods and they are naming them a store, like a place to go to. And I'm going to show you that right now. I just got to show you that right now. Because this is how I found, God, I still got to show you guys mining. Brr, there is not enough time in the day. Hello, where am I? Dirty brown sun, oh, inappropriate song. Okay, let's get out of there. I want to show you the VR pod real quick here. Whoops. Oh, it's a little glitch. All right. Let me show you the VR pod. It is right around. Here's my elevators. Okay. All right. So this is a VR pod, and I want to show Pancake here how people are starting to make stores reality. Okay. If this is great because you can pretty much go anywhere in the game where people have put an area that you can port to. Okay, it's not your physical body that goes there. It's like a virtual simulation of yourself. So you can't like buy and sell things when you go to these places. You have to physically go there to buy and sell. But at least this gives you an idea of you know, areas around the verse. And so what I do is like I generally do this. Okay, in the last 30 days, how many people have visited these places, right? And then right here I can see that these are the busiest places. Now, the busiest places are the people that have the most traffic, and they have the most traffic for a reason. They have built a surrogate VR pod that people can go to through this VR pod to check out their place. And they're using this to make their own stores. In fact, I was looking for a ship, right? I wanted to buy a ship. I want to buy a ship. I love to craft, and I will still always build my own ships. But to be quick about things, I just wanted to buy my own ship. And I saw this guy's store here, okay? And I said, whoa, Captain's Custom Showroom. What's that? Okay, let's connect, right? Okay, we're climbing in. We're climbing in. It's loading us up. It's porting us over to this guy's custom ship showroom. Captain's Custom Ship Showroom, right? And there were some people that went there, and I'm like, okay, well, this guy must know what he's doing. He must have himself a successful entrepreneurial startup. Let's see what's going on. Let's see here. I'm scrolling down, I'm catching up with the chat. I'm still new to the game, says Fist Bump Guy, but coming from a Minecraft background, this game is awesome. Yes, and the voxels are much more, you can work much more with these voxels. Christy's son, Brennan, my girlfriend's son, is involved with Minecraft, Fist Bump, and I've been telling him about this game, and he's completely jealous of what you can do. And okay, so here we are. So now we are a virtual self. Okay? And this guy has a store, Pancake. I'll show you, oh, like raw materials. Now that would be an interesting startup. Pancake, I understand what you're trying to do, dude. You're trying to sell just the very basic raw materials, like ores and minerals and stuff. Is that what you're trying to do, Pancake? I'm not quite sure what he's trying to do, but like I'm trying to show you, Pancake, like that you can actually work with this to the point where you can actually, you know, have your own store, dude. Yeah. I get exactly, dude. I will buy them from you right now. I need minerals like left and right, like all day long. Song. My neighbor actually drops off minerals to me. We got a little deal worked out, and he drops minerals off to me all the time. So if that's your gig, dude, I will buy them from you. See, and that's what you do. You got a network, right? That's why I love this game, man. It's people, it's players. It's players. So this guy has his own showroom, dudes. Look at this. I have my light on from mining. I'm not mining anymore. This guy has his own showroom of ships. And player market options for that is coming, says El Diablo, which is fantastic news. I did not know that, El Diablo. That's awesome, man. So this guy, look at this. Does this look familiar? This looks like a freelancer to me. Look at that, Fets. You see that? It's even called the Max. Freelancer Max, bro. Look at that. He put his little logo on there. I can't wait. I'm going to put a DG360 on the building. Right? Right? Look at this. That look familiar to you? What is that? Come on. Come on. Look at that. I love it. He's calling it the warp bike. But like, there's a lot of people taking designs from other games. I saw flying around. What did I see the other day? Wasn't a caterpillar, but it was a hauler. Can't think of the name, but like fantastic. This guy has his own store. Look at this beast. It's called the Harvester. Look at this mofo right now. This guy is seriously into building ships. This is ridiculous. Look at all this under here, man. Look at all these vertical boosters he's put under here. Each one of these can lift, I think, what, how many? 1 to 2 tons, I think. I'm trying to remember exactly what the... Sorry, I don't have that on me right now. I had those calculations earlier. I wrote them down somewhere because I'm building something interesting. These are all brakes for... These are called retro brakes. When you're coming into atmosphere, you need these. Like, especially if you're going fast so you can slow down and you just don't, like, wreck right into the planet. There was a cutlass that we looked at. Says, yeah, that's right. Okay, Dark Shadow just put in an app. Awesome. Let's go check it out. I've never done this before. Oh, I don't see it yet. Maybe that's because I'm in VR mode. When I get back, remind me. I think it's because I'm in VR mode. He's got landing pads on top of the ship. This is how big the ship is. He literally put landing pads on top of this ship. Ridiculous. Look at that ship over there, dudes. So he has signs out here with prices. Look at this. Look at this. 12 large containers with an M core capable of lifting 9 kilotons off Alioth, roughly 22 meters in parts to build. Blueprint is 10 million. If you want it built, it's 35 million. You can contact Captain Miller on Discord. This is how people are working the system. This is how people, and like El Diablo said, soon this will be built into the market. I can't buy from VR mode. So if you want this stuff, right, you have to find where it is. So what I do is I go, okay, where is this? So I push on my location of where my virtual body is right now, and boom, it shows me it's right here, which luckily it's on the same planet. If it was on another planet, I wouldn't be able to get there right now because I don't have any spacefaring vehicle that can break the atmosphere right now. So luckily it's on this planet, and then I would just right click, I would set destination, then I can visit. It's not too far from my place. Look, there it is, and there I am. So it's actually not too far from my place. There was another place. Remember when we were playing earlier and we saw that long runway where the guy has built every voxel. He's displayed every voxel that there is known to man in this game, and his shop is literally right across the pond here from me, over here, which is wonderful. So it just so happens that a lot of the stuff is on Alioth right now, but I can imagine this expanding out into other planets as more businesses come online and more population comes to the game. Okay, good, Fets. I'm glad I could answer that for you. You can trade money in VR and bookmark locations, then go in the person to get the ship. Yeah, El Diablo, you can do that as well, which is actually a little bit better of a strategy, absolutely. Except the purple plastic, yeah. The voxel libraries, right, Pancake, right. The voxel library, the guy who built the biggest one is like right across from me, from where I live. Let me exit out of the, so now I'm exiting out of the session so that you guys understand how stores work, or at least the first version of it, really through the brains of the people that are playing the game, which is the genius of it. Right? There was no limitations. They were free to figure it out on their own, and they figured it out. It's player driven. A really, really big bonus and a plus, and one of the reasons I love Dual Universe is that it's very, very player driven. You know, there's really no limitations set on you. It's free range. It's whatever your brain can think of. And that to me is like at least worth $7 a month for a game for a subscription. And like I said, you're going to eventually be able to have something called DAC, which is like an in-game, I think it's called DAC, I'm pretty sure. I know it's something starts with a D, I'm pretty sure it's DAC. Am I right, Hellraiser, El Diablo? Is it DAC? I can't remember exactly if that's the name of it. I've been playing this for a month and a half or two, you know, but I've been supporting it for a while. But like, that you can use as, in lieu of actually paying real money. It's kind of like Plex and Eve. Yeah, DAC, dual access coupon. Do we know when exactly that's going to hit? Like, I don't think it's in the game yet. Oh, we put a video of a guy who built a caterpillar in Starship Evo, Fets. Uh-oh, this is the very first time that I think this froze on me. Uh-oh. It would make sense that we have a technical difficulty. Oh no, did I get lost in VR? I got lost in VR! Hold on a second. I'm probably gonna have to reboot here. That has never happened to me playing this game. Ever. Ever. Okay, we're gonna close it out. Try to. What the hell's going on here? And then we'll reboot. Oh, technical difficulties, yeah. I said technical difficulties. I wonder what's gonna happen. You think I'll start back there in my VR form? Or did I just get lost? Did I just get lost in the Matrix? Right, Fetz. Right. Too bad you cannot play anymore. So I hope I'm doing this game justice by giving you guys information. Like these are just the basics of the game. I can't tell you how long, you know, sometimes I'll get immersed in this for hours just like doing the most basic rudimentary things because it's going towards my own plan, because I've got like goals set, because I've figured out what areas I want to get into, and I'm making my own plan, my own way in this game, and I am building up resources and influence, and this is just on my own. Imagine what we can do together. So we get in the organization tab and we'll get Dark in here because I know he just joined the organization. Dak is full release. Okay, thank you, El Diablo. Thank you for that. Will I be where I entered the VR? Okay. Oh no, look. Okay, yeah. Okay, so at the VR pod. Okay, good. So I am back. Let's go into the organization chat tab here. Hold on 1 second, and let us see if Dark's. I don't see it yet. Maybe it takes a while. To get. Let's see, recruiting. There he is. Let's get back to the game mode here. Boom. Yes, hell yeah. I mean, like, we have a wonderful community too here at DG360. We got a really big community and really nice people too. So it's nice. I think it's great that you guys are watching now, and it's great to have like new people come into the community, and it was really nice in Mad Rambo. I really give a lot of thanks to Mad Rambo. That was an awesome raid. That, you know, it's super supportive. It's great when content creators help each other out, man. It's so nice, you know, to see that kind of it's those types of actions from content creators. It's great. Really wonderful. I've got great friends here, other content creators like the Eradicator and Execute from the Info Runners, and Seer, who's awesome, who makes great content. So it's nice. I'll add Mad Rambo to the list for sure. There you go. Hey, what's up, Shikuku? I love saying your name. Shikuku, you're Shock, right, dude? You're Shockwave. I know you. I'm pretty sure he's Shockwave in our Discord. Shikuku! I love saying his name. So there's Dark Shadow. Just applied. I knew it, bro. By the way, I totally apologize. Shikuku, Shockwave, Killian, and Fox, we all got together talking about 3.11. I never put that podcast out. We're damn near towards 3.12. Shame on me. But yesterday I explained as to why and to what was going on. So hopefully you watched that yesterday, Shikuku. I'll be putting that up Sunday on the YouTubes and what's been going on in my real life, so you can catch up and know why it's been pretty crazy in my real life, man. My sister got married on Zoom. And my mom, she's not in good shape. So it's been pretty hard here lately. But there's Dark Shadow. Applied. Hey, DG, it's Dark from the Twitch stream. Can't wait to join the fam. Boom. We're going to accept him. First member. The first member ever. Very cool. So yeah, I created this organization back on 10/20, and you know, I haven't been advertised or anything. This is the first day I've kind of like said, okay guys, come on, it's time to join. It's time to do this together. And so that's cool. So Dark, there you go, buddy. Hopefully you can get the coordinates. If not, I will put those coordinates, Dark, sometime soon in the dual universe area. And it's going to be so nice seeing other people come online. And I've got this area set over here that that is bought, and that I bought way over there in the distance, back way over there, that coastal spot, beautiful coastal spot for the organization. build ourselves a really cool tower or whatever we want, like a garage maybe. I don't know, whatever the hell we want to build, right? And we'll just build that together, and I'm gonna film that, right? I'm gonna put that on the YouTube channel to show our progress, and that'll be a hell of a lot of fun because we'll own it together and we'll grow this thing together. And to me, that is a shit ton of fun. That is a shit ton of fun. I will have a great time doing that. So this is where I first started, right? And you can see this is like, I built it up. I started with one machine. I started with another machine. And then I started linking them all together. And you can see all the many links here that make this functional, that make items that I sell. And one of the very first things that I decided to make, because of the way that the structure is built and the architectural style that I have here on this, and there's a lot of windows, was windows. And I was like, well, shit, why don't I make windows and sell windows? Like, I'll just start there. So I started a window empire. They're called glass panels in the game, right? And I was like, well, shit, if I need a lot of windows, I'm sure somebody else is going to need a lot of windows. And in fact, they do. And so I started building glass panels. And then as I got bigger and bigger and bigger, and I started making more things, I started getting confused. And I'm like, what in the fuck am I making? I forget, what am I doing, right? So I had to organize everything. And then I started building these panels, these banks. Now I see a lot of instructional tutorials on YouTube about how you should build manufacturing layouts, and they're good. But for me personally, I like to condense the space. I like to get as much shit in as possible and make it as productive as possible. So I found a new way. Personally, I love using these relays and hooking these relays up to different production lines. And through these, make them step by step by step by step is according to the material. So for instance, for the windows, we start at the ore that is needed, coal and quartz, right? The next step, okay? Boom, the refiners, they crank out these materials. They take the ore, they bust it down to the minerals. That's the next step. Then, boom, I make plastics, okay? Great. Carbon turns into polycarbonate plastic because of these chemical containers, okay? So the chemical containers take the carbon, they spit it out into polycarb plastic. That's the next step. Great. Polycarb plastics, okay, polycarb plastics turn into casings for the windows. If you look at the windows, there's little casings on the edges, okay? They're literally on the windows. These casings actually go to the windows, on the corners of windows, okay? There's extra small casings and small casings. These casings go to different sized windows. Then you've got basic fixations. The basic fixations pretty much in terms of like making the windows functionable, okay? Being able to be fixed to different types of surfaces, okay? So I have two areas for that, for both medium size and large size glass panels. Then I need glass, okay? Then, boom, more glass for the other windows, right? So then this is the finished product. So that is step by step by step by step. And that's what I realized, that is like how I love to lay out my crafting lines, my manufacturing lines. I love to see everything in a step. And so like a lot of people would say it's a bit confusing, but after you've set it up, it's actually one of the easiest ways to look at where you are at in terms of your resources and what you need to build your end product. And so like a lot of people don't talk about that on YouTube. When they do it, they lay out these big square slabs and they go, okay, we're going to line this up in a line. We're going to line this up in a line. Like, here's your refiners all in one line. Here's your next step is like, here's your smelters. Here's, you know, me personally, I know what, you know, these machines do. I want to see the step. I want to see the process in steps. That's how I operate. That's how my brain operates. So I think this is a much better way. I'm compacting. I'm making better use of the space, and I'm getting more production. That to me is more important than like laying down this square, you know, perfectly line, you know, like it takes up way too much space. Everyone that has done these tutorials, I think it takes up too much space. Yes, it is the way that I understand, and what is important, right? It is the superior way. No. So for me, it gives me more, I think, bang for the buck in terms of meters. Okay, in terms of meters cubed in the space that I have per the core that I've dropped down, it's giving me most bang for the buck, if you guys understand what I'm saying. All right, so I've linked them all together, and then of course I've labeled them, right? So here is the first thing I got into, which was glass panels. Then I got into luminescent glass, polycalc plastics, and fuel production, right? Because I was like, I need fuel. I'm tired of buying it from people. I want to make my own fuel, right? I'm mining, I'm getting my own resources. And then as I started growing, I realized, like, I don't even really need to mine anymore. I'm just going to start buying the minerals. Now, I still mine from time to time, but I got so big that I said, what am I doing? Why am I not paying people to mine for me, right? So then I just started putting out buy orders. I got 32 million sell, and I got 33 million on the buy side, okay? And I've put out orders for everything that you can think of, ores and minerals, all the things that I need to craft with, okay? So I've got a lot of different types of minerals here for crazy cheap prices that most people would say, don't do that, DG. They'll never click through. Oh, yeah? Oh, they do. Oh, they do. And that's the greatest part. Like copper for five, what do they call it? Quora? I still don't know the pronunciation of this. Can you believe I've been playing for 2 months and I still don't know? Is it Quora? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't even know the in-game currency, man. I'm just looking at decimal points. Qantas, thank you, Hellraiser. I'm so sorry, man. Like, I should know that. But hey, the thing is like for 5 Qantas, I have bought copper, like over 4,000 units of copper, right? And then that copper is bought through somebody who has that mineral. So the fantastic thing is, who knows? Could be just some trader coming in from another planet with like extra space, and he needs the extra space, so he's willing to sell off copper for 5 Qantas. Welcome to the fam, Leafall. Welcome. Shikuku says, my brother would love this. He really enjoys these kinds of things. Yeah, the amount of industrial type of gameplay in here is off the charts. It is exactly the type of gameplay I've been looking for in Star Citizen, and it is already here in Dual Universe. So you're sacrificing a bit of the graphics and that fidelity, right? But at times, I gotta tell you, the lighting in here, it's really good. Like the way that the light reacts to objects, very cool. Look at this. This is copper. Okay, this is one of the materials I use for building my structure. Look at the way the light shines off of the copper, right? Look at the detail. Love it. Okay, look at the dark wood, the marble, right? The patterns in the marble that you can see. When the sun comes up, it's absolutely awesome. When I'm in the main hall here, when I'm in the main hall of my place and the sun's peeking up over the horizon, it comes perfectly over here, over this side. Sun peeks up, sun comes down, casts a shadow of my entire structure behind. It's wonderful. The amount of detail is there. Like, and I wouldn't say it looks like terrible. I would say it looks pretty damn good, actually, you know? And the fact that I can play with the lighting, like, you know, look, I've wired these all up so I can literally turn off. Look, I've turned off all the lights. Turned off all the lights, man. Because I wired them all up. So, boom. There, I turned them all on. There's so much, and I can even put these on a, like an occupancy sensor. So that when I walk into a room, they click on. That's the next thing I want to experiment with, because I'm a lighting guy in real life. So to me, this was amazingly fun to work with, because I wanted to see if the realism was there with the lighting, and it is. I can do many different features in lighting design with the actual lights in the game. I can do silhouetting, I can do grazing, wall washing, I can do a lot of the things that I do in real life with the lighting in real life that I can in the game. And the light is very reactive. The lighting from these is very reactive. I'd love to see different color temperatures. I would love it if they started putting different color temperatures in the game, like a little bit warmer, like more around the 2700 Kelvin or 3000 Kelvins. This is like a 3500 Kelvin, which is great. I actually do a lot of designs for commercial buildings in 3500 Kelvin, which is like a white, right? And this isn't that blue white like in the 4000 Kelvin range where you get that blue white that you normally see like in schools and hospitals and shit like that I can't fucking stand. This is like a 3500 Kelvin, which is a really nice light. Looks like Hellraiser sees some people that he knows. Can somebody stream snipe you and ruin your whole factory? No, because I'm in a safe zone right now. So again, I'll explain it because Shikuku missed this. But like these planets right here, Shikuku, Alioth, Mattis, and Thades, on a safe zone. So if you don't want to be griefed and you don't want everything in jeopardy, just build there and you're okay. At least for now, that's the way it's going to be. For sure, always Sanctuary Moon will always be safe. So if you want the safest place possible, there is a moon around Alioth called Sanctuary. And at Sanctuary, nothing bad will ever happen to you. But you can't own more than one tile on Sanctuary. So I've got my personal home on Sanctuary, right? And then I moved to Alioth quite a bit ago, like about a month and a half ago, and started realizing it was better as far as profit was concerned. There are more people on Alioth. There are a lot of starter zone areas on Alioth because of the districts there. That's where the Ark ship is. According to the lore, the Ark ship is what we all flew over on. I think we're in the year 9000 or something like that. But much more population on Alioth right now, as far as what I see. They're going to stay safe, Hellraiser? Okay, cool. Yeah, because I didn't know exactly if they were going to take that zone away or not. I heard some people talking about it. I didn't know if it was going to be something that they would eventually drop. So that's cool. So like Hellraiser's saying, okay, great, it's being confirmed. All right, wonderful. Yeah, so Alioth, Mattis, and Thades. But now if you want to get more adventurous, like I do, once we get an organization filled with people, right, then we can go out into the Wild West. I kind of want to go to Ptolemy. I think Ptolemy is a good one to go to. Just my own personal opinion. I know there's people that were talking about Jago and a couple people that were on Lycobus, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is like an ice planet. But like, wow, I'm having such a good time with this game, guys, you know? And I really hope I'm doing it justice here. Shikuku said, did they end up with a single shard? I'm interested. Yes. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is one single shard. And yes, I do have some type of lag issues when there is a really big buttload of people. But for the most part, I can get around that because of all the economic kind of industrial gameplay that there is. And I don't get too concerned about it because even when I'm around a lot of people, it's still playable. It's still tolerable. And again, it's also nice that you don't have these 30Ks like you do in Star Citizen, and you can amass and accrue your own empire that you can build up from nothing to something. To make something out of yourself in the game is really exciting. And those game mechanics that are in the game now here in Dual Universe, what I want to see in Star Citizen. And I really think that Sig, COD Imperium, could learn quite a bit from Nova Cork here. What's up, E-Rad? How you doing? The market is very Eve style. It's a little bit more bare bones than Eve style, but the market orders, fantastic, Shikuku. You can make your own buy orders, you can make your own sell orders, and you can see here everything I'm buying and selling. And the market activity, busy. While I'm talking, it looks like I just, oh, that was Dark Shadow that I brought into the organization. But you can see here on the third, everything I did. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, blah, 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 blah. There's nearly 30 transactions in a day. Nearly 30. So the market is very busy. Erat says, DG, please make me like that game. So far I thought, man, dude, I've been talking about it all morning, man. And I'm telling you, it's so worth the $7. It has all the industrial gameplay features that I want. I haven't even busted into the PvP yet. You know, and I would imagine with voxels, PvP can only get so exciting, right? You know, like we love the graphics and things with the PvP, but in terms of like owning things, and in terms of losing things, and in terms of gaining things, I really think that's where PvP comes into play with Dual Universe. I think that's what makes it exciting, tactically speaking, strategically speaking. That's what really makes it exciting. Also, like this is really something that Cloud Imperium should incorporate when they're talking about territories and land and habs and using beacons and Star Citizen to own things. They need to literally copy this from Nova Corps, because Nova Corps has perfected this brilliantly. They split the planet up into these hexagons, and you can own land through something called a territory unit, and each new territory costs double. So like, for instance, I think I started off at like 200,000 and 4, 8, 1.6, you know, 2, what am I at? 3.2, 6.4. It always doubles, which is smart. It's smart because it ensures that the next purchase is always going to cost double. So like, it will safeguard you from larger corporations and organizations that are just gobbling up land, because eventually shit will cost them a shit ton, and it will not be worth the resources. It will not be worth the actual tangible value of the resources that are buried on that plot of land. It will literally only be valuable in terms of strategics, right? So eventually there will be a stopping point with these organizations where they'll say, I'm not going to spend 30 billion for another fucking plot of land, right? So that is a genius way of looking at like how to kind of limit just the overall gobbling up of land. Hellraiser says, I don't enjoy the PvP side of minigames. I do. I'm very into the PvP, and I'm very curious to see what this is going to offer me in terms of PvP. But it's great for PvE players because you do have that safety net. You do have this safety zone here, which I think is brilliant. They've effectively split it up, and that's smart, so that PvE and PvPers can kind of coexist. It's smart. Eventually, yes, but like first I want to build up this, I want to build this up. Like you guys can see here, let me show you. Let me get out of here so you guys can see. I literally started with nothing. Like this was just a bare plot of land. And from that, I have now made this, right? In about 2 months time working here and there. So I'm in build mode right now, so I'm able to kind of like fly closer to things, look at things. Each one of these grids is snapped to something called a core. When I first started, I could only use medium cores. Now I can use larger cores, which is nice, which give me more building space per meter cubed. But like I'm working with angles right now. Anarchy Burger bringing the special secret sauce. Anarchy Burger bringing special sauce to the stream. He's an amazing art director for our community. What's up, Anarchy? How you doing, bro? Thanks for that subscription, man. It's so much better in terms of building and crafting than Minecraft, Erad. It's like in terms of building, yeah, like kind of Minecraft, except the voxels can be worked with and manipulated in so many different ways. You can make many different objects. You can work with these objects. You can see here the different you can do spheres, triangles, cylinders, prisms. And you can change the sizes of them too. Like I can make them larger. I can rotate them. Like you can rotate them in different ways. There's just so many different things you can do with this. That's just it's literally so much better than Minecraft. And the voxels are smaller. You can smooth them out. You can do so many more things with this than you can with Minecraft. It's freaking fantastic. It really is. But there's physics in this, like space engineers. There's building in this like Minecraft, but like billions times better. There's a market in this like Eve, which is fantastic. It's like they took every best part of every game and put it in this game. Like that. I'm going to post this in entirety on my YouTube channel on a Saturday, and I know not like a lot of people are going to watch the whole thing, but I hope to kind of skip around to get an idea of why this game deserves like props. It deserves a lot of props. No bullshit. This game is caught my attention and kept me glued in for 2 months, which is very hard to do for me because I always find like some type of flaw, right? And I focus on it because it's just the critic in me. This game has its down points. Like there needs to be volume metrics in the market. Like looking at the market, we do see here, like if I just typed in like any type of mineral, like say aluminum, like pure aluminum, which is a raw material. These are called honeycombs, which are like different types of voxels. But what I'm looking for is the raw pure aluminum that you refine. So here's all the pricing on the pure aluminum, right? And one of the things that I think is something they really need to upgrade is to show volume. They need a volume metric. I've talked to NovaQuark directly about it. I think they're in agreement. I think we're going to see some type of volume metric so that we can see buy and sell orders go through. Hopefully. I think the community really needs to push that. I don't see too much talk in terms of that, and I think the people that are involved in economy would really enjoy that. Myself, I really do. And Erad, there's some videos on YouTube where like there's plenty of boom boom, man. But I don't know if like you'll like it in terms of like the PvP because I haven't gotten involved in it yet, so I really have no opinion yet on the PvP right now, Erad. You know? Like I said, what I would really like is to see what will happen when I explore out of this safety zone, right? Like how much PvP will there be? In terms of like what Shikuku's talking about, what's the current player count? I'm not quite sure. I can tell you that I can go a whole day and not really see too many people every once in a while, but that's because I'm in a remote spot, right? That's because I'm farther out from the hub. Now, if you go to the hub, you'll see plenty of people. Like here, you know what? Let's fly to a hub before I gotta go. Oh, Jesus. Let's see if I can get there real quick. Oh, where's my ship? Devin, I gotta pick up Devin here. Ah, I've got to pick up my son from Rona High. Where'd I park? Here, let's use my little glider here and speed over there real quick, and I'll show you one of the market hubs. I promised one of our members that I would do that. Let's do that real quick. All right. Whoa, shit. There she was. There she was, the big girl. All right. Turn on my lights. Boop. All right. Now this is something I bought at the beginning of the game that you can get when you're taking the tutorial. So Dark, if you're playing, dude, first I would buy like a territory unit so that you can own some land. I would do that directly first. Actually, I've set this up so that like it's almost instant takeoff. And there's 3 hover things below and 2 after 2 atmospheric engines on the sides. And you know, physics is real to a point, right? But it is real. Like if you're loaded with some mass, you will definitely start to drop. You will definitely start to drop. I can tell you that, like, interestingly enough, is sometimes this kind of looks basic. But other times, like, you really kind of get taken aback by some of the beauty of this. Like, when I first started playing this, there was literally no structures. There was no structures like these. And to see, like, the world evolve around me and the people continue to build, very, very exciting. Welcome, Matthew. Welcome to the fam. Mom's twirling knives for you, buddy. Yeah, I would probably find a plot of land near me, Dark Shadow. You watch the VOD, you'll be able to get coordinates if you want them immediately. But when I come back after Devin, I'll post those in the Discord for you, Dark. The Prowler is a base ship. This is like a fast hang glider essentially. So here is a market that I'm going to land at. Now markets are put there by moderators. All the markets are placed on planets through the moderators' actions. They built these, and then a lot of people will use these as trade hubs. And as I come down, you'll see like things start to res. You know, it's not perfect. There's still times when like things pop in, and then as you get farther and farther away, they pop out. I'm trying to land here without crashing. I got some pretty good brakes on this, so I'm coming at a really bad angle. Let me try and brake here. Hold on a second. There's the javelin. You guys see the javelin? I love it. I love it. Hold on, let's bank. Let's bank. Let's bank. Let's bank. Let's bank. Let's bank. There's the Javelin back there, guys. This is one of the busier marketplaces here. This is Alioth 17. And you guys are going to be able to check out some other designed ships. And some ships are just complete dog shit, right? But other ships people have put a lot of work into. All right, let's get a little bit more speed here. Gain some altitude. And then we'll park it and drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. No, shit. Shit. So you can see this being very busy. Oh, shit. Okay, so, yep, my hover engine's engaged. So the hover engines are on the bottom. There we go. Oh, nice, nice. All right, there we go. There we go. Nice, nice little landing on your little hover ship. All right, so when I fly Big Bertha and I got her loaded up with like 500 tons of ore, that's no fun to try and land her. I've wrecked her a few times. So this is a market, okay? And we can see like different types of ships here. Perfect enough, says Matt. Yeah, do it, Fets. Yeah, do it for real. For real. Oh my goodness, 10:05. I've bought a lot of land, man. Like I've actually bought quite a bit of land. I bought 4 parcels for the org, and I've bought 4 parcels personally for myself. Yes, I can go over that in the future, Fets, but there's plenty of tutorials on like how to go. There's something called a territory scanner that I actually have. If you go back, you'll see this large yellow structure inside my building, and it's a territory scanner, and you can use that territory scanner to scan like the parcels that you want. But the territory scanner is 1.2 million, and it's a shit ton of mass. So just starting out, you're probably not going to be able to put it in your nano pack, dude. So just letting you know. It took me quite a while to build up to get a territory scanner, and I thought it would actually tell me where the nodes were of the ore in the land, but no, it just tells you the total amount of ore on the land, the different types of ores. So keep that in mind too, as well. Let's see here. Yeah, like El Diablo says, that is called a territory scanner. So you can get that. Erat says to surround me. I love it, dude. So now if you go in here, this is a market hub where people are actually buying and selling goods. And you can see there's a little lag, you know, because of all the voxels and all the different, but not bad. I mean, it's not unplayable. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people were like worried about that. On a single shard with this many voxels and I'm able to move around like this, that's not that bad. You know, there's hiccups. There's hiccups from time to time. But like if I go in here, we'll actually be able to see, like, this is called a market container, and these are all the things currently now in the top right area. You'll see that I've either bought or sold. So it looks like I've got 500 liters of aluminum ready to pick up, which isn't a lot, but that came off of my buy order. And these are the things that I'm selling from here right now. So like if I go into this section, I want to look up glass panels that I'm selling here. I can just type up glass panel. I can type up bring up the L. And then you can see my orders right here. And then to make sure I'm the best price, I just push update order. I look in there, it looks like somebody undercut me. And then I undercut them. I know what my costs are and everything because I've physically calculated out what the costs are and the materials to build these items. So I know like what not to go under. And if I see anybody go under my cost, I'll just buy it up. I will just buy it at the fuck up and resell it. And that's how I do it. I'm ruthless. That's what I do. So if anybody wants to be like, ooh, he's doing this, he's selling this, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. I will outbuy you. I will outsell you. Like, I love the competition. Yeah, so you see a lot of space needles. That tends to be what people are doing that go off planet. A lot of the off planet guys that are doing space trucking, space shipping, what they'll do is they'll have big ass ships with shit tons of cargo containers, right? So they can carry a lot, and that's a lot of mass. So they have to build very expensive ships that are able to break in the atmosphere, and then they've got anti-grav generators that only operate up to like anything under 1,000 kilometers in the atmosphere. They will drop like a rock, so they cannot go below 1,000 kilometers with an anti-grav generator in their ship. The anti-grav generator will literally keep them buoyant no matter the weight above 1,000 kilometers. But if they go below that with 1,000 kilometers, they will literally drop like a rock unless they got atmospheric engines on their ship. So you'll see a lot of these space needles You'll see a lot of these Space Needles around. It tends to be the newest architectural kind of evolution where people are building these, and they put the platforms up at 1,000 meters, and then these anti-grav ships will come down, drop the materials on the platform, and then you know, go out away. Is it 500 meters? Sorry, Hellraiser. I thought it was 1,000. Is it 500, huh? Well, that's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, and people have like built certain types of ships I've seen hooked up to a programming board and hooked up their own code to it so that the ship automatically does these actions for them. So they literally just push a button on a panel, and the ship will react according to the code that they have put into the programming board, which is also very cool. Love it. I love everything you can do in this game. Yeah, this is not a graphical game. I mean, you're not really playing this for the graphics, you know, Erad. But like, I have to say, like, this is really cool. The guy that did the work for this, that designed this javelin over here, pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool. Like that's pretty awesome, you know? Right? Yeah, and a lot of the elements of gameplay that I really want Star Citizen to have are the game elements that currently exist in Dual Universe now, which is why I keep rooted in Dual Universe. I've been playing it for 2 months, because the game mechanics that I've always wanted in Star Citizen are here right now, especially when it comes to territory, especially when it comes to land, and being able to accrue your own resources. It's awesome. I have no verdict yet on the PvP because I've not personally been involved in the PvP yet. But I think, like I said, I think the PvP is really important when it comes to gaining new territory, or if you're fighting to hold on to something as well. Like, I think it means more because you've done so much, and it matters more to you, you know, to own those spots. And you know what? The environment graphics are, oh, there's somebody coming down. The environment graphics are very good, you know? Like, I happen to like there's times when it's quite beautiful. Like, I know it looks really kind of blotchy right now, but like the sun comes up, or the moons are up, or, you know, like, or you're flying and you can hear the wind. Like, listen, I don't know if you guys can hear that. We already talked about the monthly fee. It's more than worth $7 a month, and they've got DAC, and they'll have DAC that you can use, like Plex and Eve. Like, to me, I've gotten so much more than what, you know. I haven't even paid $7. I don't know why I haven't yet. I shouldn't even say it, because then, you know, Novacore's gonna be like watching the stream and be like, "We not charged this man yet." I think it's because, like, I'm an original backer from a while back. Okay, Pomp, I do too. I gotta go get my son. Thanks for watching, Pompano. I had a great time with you. Had a great time with everybody here. There goes somebody. What was that? There's somebody's launching. But I had a wonderful time. I hope I did this game justice, and I reported on this game in a manner in which, like, maybe some of you get interested in this, because, like, I would love to have you guys in the organization and start building things together, coming up with great ideas, building cool stuff together, and dominating the entire verse, as it were, and to go out past the safe zone, which is, like I said, we're going to go past that. Probably Talamai, I'm thinking. And yeah, I think there's quite a bit of people that are actually joining. I mean, like, I had a wonderful raid from somebody, from Mad Rambo, who came in here and raided me with 30 people from the Dual Universe community, which is great. Like, I appreciate when you know, the community shows up and says, hey, you know, let's support somebody who's actually, you know, giving us the content that we like. And I'm going to continue. Don't worry. I'll always continue Star Citizen. I love Star Citizen. But I'm going to do more than just Star Citizen. I've always done more than Star Citizen. And I think this game deserves a shout out. It's kept my attention, you know? All right, guys. Yeah. I mean, like, I hope you rewatch this, Erad, at least some parts and portions of this, because we really went pretty in depth, but not even close. Like, I really only scratched the surface. But it's a good introduction, I think, for those when I post this entire thing to YouTube. I hope you guys that are in the Star Citizen community that follow me, some of you come over here. Don't worry, we always love Star Citizen, but like it would be fun to play with some of you guys. I am very rooted in this because of the mechanics that currently exist in the game. I think Nova Cork is going the right direction with this. The subscription fee, yes, you have to figure out if it's worth it for you or not. For me, it is definitely worth it. I would even pay more. I would actually even pay more. I'd probably go up to like 10, maybe even a little bit more than $10 a month for something like this. It has given me this much enjoyment. So, all right, guys. I got to go get my son. Pompano's right. I got to go get my son. All right, everybody. Peace out. It's freezing cold today. Oh, no. All right, I got to go. I will see you on the next video stream, everyone. Thanks for joining me here in Dual Universe. I had a fantastic time. Thank you, Hellraiser. It's great. Thanks for joining us. It's great to see you here, Hellraiser. It's great to have everyone here like this and just enjoy a good time together. And we'll have more of these. Don't worry. We'll do more of these. And I will see you guys on the next vid or stream.